Once upon a time in an ancient era, there was an ant living in a faraway forest. She was the epitome of hard work and diligence. She worked all summer long, gathering and storing food to eat during the cold and rainy winter. Living in the same forest was a careless, negligent grasshopper who spent his time singing and playing. One cold winter night, the ant was sitting near the fireplace when suddenly there was a knock on the door. The ant asked, "Who is it?" The grasshopper replied, "It's me, the grasshopper, my dear neighbor." The ant asked, "What's the matter?" The grasshopper said, "My dear neighbor and faithful friend, the example of activity and vigor. I am hungry now and have no food, as you know. I did not store food in the summer, and now that winter has come, there isn't a crumb of bread in my house to alleviate my hunger. You know that working in the winter and cold is very difficult, so could you do me a favor and give me a little grain to sustain myself? I promise to repay this debt in the summer." The ant replied, "You know that working in the winter is very difficult and tough, and you also know that real work is done in the summer. I gathered what I gathered from food and provisions in the summer, and now I am free to read and study. Do you remember when I saw you and told you, 'Hey, grasshopper, go and work and don't postpone today's work until tomorrow,' and you didn't take my advice? You laughed at me and said, 'Don't postpone today's work until tomorrow.' Now look at yourself standing before me in a pitiful state. Look where your mockery has brought you. I won't give you anything. Instead, go work all winter long to secure your daily bread. Look at the riverbank over there. There's some delicious sugar cane. Go and eat enough of it, and then come back every day in the cold and rain to eat from it. Maybe that will teach you a lesson not to postpone summer work until winter." The grasshopper said, "But, ant, it is very cold." The ant replied, "That's your problem, not mine." The grasshopper left sadly in the cold and rain and decided from that day on never to delay his work for any other time, realizing that there will never be a better time for work than its known time.